Hey, it's Mahmoud Hassan. Welcome back. This video is going to be incredibly informative, fun, but it was also quite a challenge for me because the goal of this video is to encompass pretty much years of marketing experience, knowledge, expertise, and then also tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of marketing budget, advertising budget, and really bringing it forward to you to kind of demystify what marketing is all about, right? So I try to create a video which is going to be short, concise, but still explains the overarching concepts of marketing to you. So regardless of your marketing experience, advertising experience, you can watch this and you can get on the same page, same wavelength that I'm on, right? So without further ado, let's get started. So the goal of this video is to be demystifying marketing. And in this video, we're going to be covering marketing foundations, some marketing case studies, and really how this all applies to you. Because the goal is, again, to bring you value so you can go ahead and apply this to your own life, to your own business. All right. So first of all, marketing foundations. So what I really did is to really simplify and boil down marketing into one sentence. Let's open this up. So marketing is making the right offer to the right person at the right time by using the right words and continually adapting based on feedback. I was in a team meeting with Rapid Bookings team one day, and it just came out of my mouth. And I was like, whoa, that's actually a really good definition for marketing. And if we really dive into it, we can kind of break it down into different parts and start using it into any business. So right here, you see right offer, then it's the right person, there's also the right time, and there's also the right words. And then, of course, there's the feedback. But first, let's concentrate on kind of the beginning elements of that sentence. So right offer, this is all about what you're bringing to the table, your service, your unique value, but it's not about what you think is great. It's about what your market finds valuable. And when I say market, I mean, it can be pretty much like the couples that you're serving, all of the wedding couples that are in your area and the locations that you serve, right? So we're kind of going to define it as market. And really, it's about matching what you have with what people actually want and need. A lot of the time, there's a very big disconnect between what you think the market wants and needs and what the market actually wants. And so there's a big mismatch between your offer. And then there's the right person. This is where many businesses trip up because, marketing isn't about reaching everyone. It's about reaching the right people who are looking for exactly what you have to offer. Because if you're speaking to everybody, the truth is you're actually speaking to nobody. So in further videos, in upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into this element because it's going to be super crucial for your business. But just know that if you're trying to market to everybody, at the end of the day, your marketing becomes very ineffective. Because what you really want to do is find those who will resonate with you and you specifically, and they're kind of searching for what you have to provide. And that's what we really mean by the right person. And then, of course, there's the right time. This is about timing your message when your potential clients are most receptive. So for wedding services, it could be right after an engagement or during the wedding planning phase, and timing can really make or break your marketing efforts. And it's not just about ads. It could be even a message that you're sending out as a follow-up to a wedding couple. The difference between sending it at 9 p.m. at night versus 9 a.m. in the morning, there's a widely different kind of a response, right? So again, we're going to keep some of these concepts very overarching, universally applicable business principles, marketing principles, advertising principles. Then I promise you at the end of the video, we'll wrap it all up into how it really relates into the world of weddings. And so you can directly apply it, okay? So bear with me. And then of course, there's the right words, which is your message, your ads, your emails, your website, your funnel, your social media. It's everything that you use to communicate with the couples. It's really, like I said, how you communicate, the emotions you invoke, the way you connect. Your words should reflect not just what you do, but also speak to the dreams and desires of your clients. And this is going to be a very important element of marketing because you're going to start to realize that marketing is really not as much about you as it is about the other person. It's what you're bringing to the table and how it really benefits them. Sure, you have a say in it. Maybe marketing is maybe 20% about you and your story, the unique value that you bring, but 80% is all about serving people and highlighting how you serve them the best, what's really unique about your services. And this, last but not least, is continually adapting based on feedback. Because, my friend, here's the truth: marketing isn't static. This is the biggest mistake most creatives and entrepreneurs make. They just think marketing is like once and done. You said it, you forget it, but couldn't be further from reality. Because marketing really, it's a living, breathing process. You've got to be ready to tweak and change your approach based on the responses you get, the feedback you hear from your leads, from your couples, And then, of course, there's going to be shifts in the market. The best creatives and entrepreneurs are those who listen, learn, and adapt. That's going to be kind of the theme of the video, which is about listening, keeping your ears to the ground, learning, and then adapting. And lastly, what I want to say is marketing is an art and it is a science. It's about understanding people, their needs, their timing, their responses, and then tailoring your approach to meet them where they're at. So this is really marketing in one sentence. This is my definition, and this is one of the most universally, widely applicable definitions that I could come up with. Now, I do want to define some terms, right? We cannot just keep using right offer, right person, right time, right words, because in the world of marketing, there is more specific, appropriate terminology. So the right offer is actually called a tailored offer. The right person is known as the ideal client avatar. Right time is right time. There's no other fancy words for it. And then right words, it's called a resonating message. And I promise you in upcoming videos, we're going to dive deeper into each of these elements. But for right now, throughout this video, I might be using these words kind of interchangeably. So if I say right person or ideal client avatar, just know that I mean kind of the same thing. All right, cool. All right, so moving along. Now, I want to showcase this marketing sentence and this marketing foundation and how it applies if you were to run, let's say, a lemonade stand in your neighborhood. I know you're watching this video and you're like, dude, what does this have to do with weddings? What does it have to do with photography or filmmaking? But bear with me, because if you understand this concept and how it would apply to a very simple business such as a lemonade stand, you will understand this at such a deeper level that you'll be able to apply it to every single aspect of your business and even future businesses that you create. So let's really see how we can take this sentence and make our lemonade stand a success, right? So we have the right offer. Your offer is obviously a lemonade, but what makes it the right offer? Maybe it's your unique recipe or a special twist like a dash of fresh mint like we see right here. Or even offering a cookie with purchase. The right offer meets your customer's desire for a refreshing, tasty drink. Now, believe it or not, there's so many times that I work with a student inside Rapid Bookings and they are completely ignoring this special thing that they do for their couples. And I'm like, seriously, you are not talking about this in your marketing and your advertising? Like, you're really like bearing gold. Instead, we need to take it up. And oftentimes, you might be missing the mark. You might think, oh, every other photographer or filmmaker does it. Why highlight it? But in reality, there's something very unique about what you do. And that's what makes the offer especially more unique and really helps you differentiate and stand out for everybody else that might be offering something similar, whether it's wedding photography or a lemonade. And then, of course, you could be sweetening the deal, cookie with the purchase, an engagement session when you book a wedding collection with me. And then, of course, there's the right person. So who's likely to buy your lemonade? Your customers might be kids, it could be joggers, or it could be parents who are looking for a refreshing drink on a sunny day. And clearly identifying this helps you target your efforts effectively because how you speak to them really changes. Because your offer might not change. Let's just say it still stays the lemonade, but how you'd talk to a jogger and convey the benefits of consuming that lemonade is going to be totally different than how you talk to a kid. So keep that in mind. Oftentimes, it's the same product or same service, same offer, but how you talk to them will completely change based on the right person. Cool. And then, of course, there's the right time. Choosing when to set up your stand is crucial. The right time might be a hot weekend afternoon, let's say on a Sunday, when people are most likely to crave a cool drink. This ensures your offer is available when people actually want it. Because imagine if you're setting up a lemonade stand on a cold winter morning. But on the flip side, what if you're offering hot chocolate, right? For weddings, I mean, it's that crucial understanding of when are your couples looking for, let's say, an engagement session versus when are they actually looking to book a wedding photographer? When is the right time to pitch them an album? So knowing those right times helps you out. So you might make slight tweaks based on what the timing is for the right person. And then, of course, let's bring it all home with the right words. This could be a sign that says, quench your thirst with fresh lemonade, enhanced with electrolytes. This is going to appeal exactly to the joggers because let's say they've been jogging for an hour and they've missed out some electrolytes, sweated it out through their body. And then now these electrolytes, it's a big benefit to them, right? Or you could say cool off with their organic lemonade, and this would appeal to kids and parents. So again, the right words attract attention and communicate the unique appeal of your lemonade. And then lastly, continually adapting based on feedback, because some customers might mention your lemonade is too sweet. So that's valuable information. You adjust your recipe slightly. Or maybe you notice more people come to your stand when you have a particular sign out. And that observation helps you decide which message resonates more with your audience. So that's where advertising really kind of ties in. This is how you're putting all of this information to use. I really hope this lemonade concept kind of went through your head. You understand this. You understand like how this applies to all businesses in general. Because really, when you boil it down, business is pretty simple. Marketing is pretty simple. You might be out there, hearing tons of different things and theories about marketing, but really just keep it simple. If you know how this concept would apply to your lemonade stand, you can apply it to any and all businesses. Cool. So right now, what I want to do is share a few marketing case studies. All right, so starting off with Old Spice. So back in the day, Old Spice was seen as a brand for an older generation, and they were really losing relevance in the market because the demographic became younger, and they were kind of known as this grandpa brand. Back in the day, they did fine because if you look at this advertising from back in the day, it says, give dad Old Spice the good grooming hobby and all of these things. Then they shifted their marketing to Old Spice and it became funny. And these were some of the most recognizable commercials that they ran on social media and on TV, which was their campaign called Smell Like a Man. And they were really, really funny. So the change was they revamped their marketing with that memorable campaign in 2010, really targeting a younger demographic with humor and a fresh message. Now, keep in mind, most of the products remained the same. They didn't do much with the product. It's really how they communicated that changed. Because prior to this, Old Spice was losing a grip on the market. They were really in decline. So the result, this pivot redefined the brand's image, making Old Spice relevant and making them appeal to a younger demographic. So here's kind of the points. The right offer was a refreshed brand image. Right person was the younger consumers. And at the right time when market trends were shifting. And they really utilized social media ads very, very cleverly and using the right words. Again, humorous, engaging content. That's exactly what people were looking for at that point. And from that point on, they saved the company, they skyrocketed. Okay, so the next case study is Abercrombie & Fitch. Now, again, this brand is extremely controversial. You might love them, you might hate them, but whatever it is, they're a great marketing case study. So back in the day, marketing for Abercrombie was all around carving out a niche as a brand which represented an elite aspirational lifestyle. And they were primarily targeting young athletic individuals, college educated people. And this approach initially brought success and popularity among a very specific demographic because they were really showcasing a lifestyle. It was very aspirational, very elitist, and it worked for a time being. Now, the challenge that they faced was cultural values shifted towards inclusivity and diversity, and this elitism was no longer cool. And Abercrombie's image began to clash with public sentiment, and their marketing continued to target a narrow demographic, excluding that broader, more diverse customer base. And really, they just kept pouring more and more marketing and advertising budget with their old marketing foundations. And at a certain point, it just backfired on them. I mean, if we even look over here, right, this was the Abercrombie that everybody knew of. It was literally like, I don't know, half naked guys in their stores, on their billboards, everything. And then now, this is the advertising that they're sending out today because people's kind of sentiments have changed. Now, here's the impact for Abercrombie. Despite having the right offer, which is trendy clothes, and most of their clothing hasn't even changed right now, and the right words, which was aspirational market, they failed to adapt to the right person. That's the thing. The person's values changed. Societal values changed, and their inability to evolve their marketing message led to a significant decline in brand popularity. They kind of caught this at a later stage. They were like, oh crap, our company is really going down. It's becoming super controversial. But they caught it kind of at the tail end of everything. They're still kind of suffering from a decline, but they're trying their best. So again, the lesson over here is Abercrombie's case study really underscores the importance of adapting marketing strategies to align with evolving values and then customers' expectations. Now, I want to drive this point home with Spencer and Coral because they are wedding photographers and filmmakers, one of our students inside the program. They're a husband and wife team. So a quick backstory, which is when they joined our program, at first they were focused on attracting couples who were interested in intimate, adventurous elopements. They built their entire advertising campaign around this concept, which was like showcasing breathtaking outdoor shots and emphasizing a sense of adventure and intimacy in their marketing. Like they were so sure they wanted to do intimate, adventurous elopements. Now, the challenge was once they launched their campaign, despite their efforts, something wasn't clicking. They successfully got a significant number of consultations booked, which was definitely a win because they were struggling to even get people onto a consultation with them, and now they have so much couples reaching out to them. But still, these consultations revealed a crucial mismatch, like something was not aligning up perfectly. So during these consultations, Spencer and Coral started to notice a trend. Their clients were not as interested in elopements as they had initially thought. So instead, there was a clear preference for modern, trendy, and flash photography with a vintage flair. Like that's kind of what their couples were trying to convey to them. That's what they were kind of interested in. So Spencer and Coral, they had a light bulb moment. They realized their marketing message, targeting, and even some aspects of their service offering was misaligned with actual demand. So what they did is tweaked their marketing message to resonate with couples looking for contemporary, stylish wedding photos, and they now even offer film photography. And once they made that slight adjustment by learning what couples were actually looking for, and keep in mind, they didn't change a lot of their services or their styles. It's really how they communicated about their work and who they communicated to that changed. The results was this realignment paid off significantly by accurately identifying the right person, making the right offer, and by using the right words. Spencer and Coral's business took off. Within 4 months, they generated $75,000, which was definitely a remarkable turnaround, which shows what happens when you actually nail the marketing foundation. And of course, I believe they went on to make 6 figures after those 4 months. Cool. So moving along, which is how this all applies to you. So the concept we've discussed applies to virtually any business. At its heart, marketing is making the right offer to the right person at the right time by using the right words and continually adapting based on feedback. Those who understand it and grasp this concept and apply it, they thrive. Those who overlook it, they struggle in an ever competitive environment. The right offer in advertising is about highlighting what makes your service unique. Maybe it's your style, your ability to capture intimate moments, or your approach. Like I've mentioned before, 99% of the time, students come into that program and we're like, man, you are missing the mark on what makes you unique. There's so much gold that you're bearing under. Like, we need to uncover it and bring it to the forefront. And then, of course, you might also think that your ideal client avatar is one type, let's say adventurous couples or traditional couples. But as you engage with the market, you might discover a shift, perhaps towards elopements or perhaps towards more traditional, whatever it is for you. There's always going to be a shift. And then this realization is definitely crucial for refining your ads. And timing in advertising is about catching couples when they're dreaming of their perfect wedding. Your ads should appear when they're most ready to envision and plan their big day. It's about syncing their timeline from just when they're just engaged to actually ready to book. And using the right words in your ads means your messaging resonates deeply. It's not just about listing services. That's the biggest key. I see a lot of small business owners, to be honest, just going out there, putting up ads like, hey, we exist. We've been in business for X amount of years. Just come book us. Like, no, that's not how it really works, especially in this ever evolving landscape of businesses where things are getting more and more competitive, and you have to highlight what's really special and unique about you, not only as an individual, but also as an artistic brand. So yeah, the right words is all about telling a story that aligns with your couple's dreams. Because as you gather feedback and insights, you are going to refine your message, ensuring it continually speaks to the evolving desires of your audience. And of course, note that copying words from others won't work. Just because somebody is successful or some other brand is successful using certain words, you cannot just go to their website, be like, ooh, this is shiny, this is flashy, I know they're successful, let me just copy paste it. It doesn't work that way. It has to be unique, tailored, and individualized to you and your brand. And then, of course, there's adapting based on feedback. This is where your advertising strategy truly evolves. And feedback can be from client interactions, responses to your ads, social media engagement, whatever it is. This really guides you to tweak and refine your approach, because you're going to learn what resonates, what doesn't, and how to target your ideal client avatar even better. And always remember these principles, because they're more than just marketing concepts. They're actionable steps to ensure your ads hits the mark, targeting and attracting the right couples who will cherish and value your unique vision. This is about transforming your business from just another option in the marketplace to a sought after, resonating brand in the world of weddings. And let's just kind of explain the link between marketing and advertising. It's kind of similar, but it's not. So here's the thing. Marketing is really kind of the foundations. It's right here. It's the bedrock. On top of that, we've got advertising, and then on top of that, we've got sales. So there's this vital link between marketing and advertising. And like, you might be very eager to just get some ads up there on the internet. And you think, just getting ads out there is the solution to your problem. But before you do that, you do have to nail this marketing foundation down, because it's more than just showing off your portfolio. It's more than just showcasing some pretty photos, some pretty videos. It's about connecting with the right people at the right time with a message that speaks directly to them. And when you get this right, your ads become powerful. When you get it wrong, your ads might just fade into the background. So think of your marketing foundations as the core of your message, the heart of what you're trying to say. If this is unclear or not appealing, then no amount of advertising will fix it, because you're trying to fill a leaking bucket. The effort won't translate into results, because you've got a bucket right here and you're pouring water into it and just getting out through the bottom. But with a strong marketing foundation, a clear, tailored offer, and a message that resonates with your ideal client avatar, your advertising becomes incredibly effective. Just remember Old Spice and Abercrombie. They could have poured millions into ads, but without aligning their marketing first, it wouldn't have worked. This is the same thing for you, because, Abercrombie, if we go up here, they could have kept running ads that looked like this, but the market was craving ads that looked like that. It wouldn't have worked. Same thing with Old Spice. I mean, they could have spent millions more running ads like this, but ads is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. Underneath it, you have this marketing foundation that you need to work on first. So remember, before pumping out ads, we have to ensure your marketing, which is the offer, the message, the ideal client avatar, is spot on. When these align, your advertising will not only just reach, but it's also going to resonate with your ideal wedding clients. This is really the make it or break it factor. So anybody out there that's telling you, yo, just run ads, just run ads. Yes, but there's a very, very big, important, crucial step that you have to work on first, which is the marketing foundations. And what I'm trying to drill through your head is oftentimes even big billion-dollar brands get the marketing foundation wrong. So there's a chance that your marketing foundation might not be as solid, as stable as you had thought. And even if it was solid and stable back in the day, it might have evolved and it might have changed, because oftentimes we have so many students and clients coming to Rapid Bookings and they're like, I was wildly successful for like 10 plus years and I don't know what happened to my business now. I am on a very big steady decline, not sure what's going on. And the question is, hey, have you checked your marketing foundations out? When was the last time you looked at it? Because going back to Old Spice, going back to Abercrombie, you might be making the same exact mistake. Cool. So another kind of key topic, which is optimization and feedback in advertising. Look, you have to understand the role of feedback in advertising. It's a crucial aspect, because when launching the first ever ad campaign in your business, it's rare to get everything perfect the right time, right off the bat. Because even big brands have to test, learn, and adapt. The initial ads are a starting point to gather data and improve further. This is what happened to our students, Spencer and Coral, right? The initial ads gave them tons of feedback and they learned more about themselves, what they preferred, what the clients preferred, and then they kind of switched and pivoted and tweaked it further. And then usually what we'll do is we'll observe how leads are responding, which ads are they clicking on, what messages are resonating, and then of course, are there patterns in the feedback you're receiving? And this information is gold because it's going to help refine your ads, making them more effective over time. And really, if I'm going to sum it up, which is advertising in the wedding industry is really a continuous game of feedback and improvement. With each iteration, your ads will become more targeted, more resonant, and more effective. This process of refinement is what leads to advertising success. So again, advertising, it's a living, breathing organism. This is what I'm trying to drill through your head. Same thing with marketing, right? So you have to account for optimization and feedback. You have to be willing to listen to what people are saying, willing to kind of learn, grow, adapt. And this is how you become wildly successful. This is what all of our successful students have done. And then last but not least, my friend, a word of caution for you. There's a common belief among many people that they already know their ideal client avatar inside and out. Can't tell you how many times, pretty much like 100% of the time, we hear, I know my people, I know my couples, I know them very, very well. And the question is, well, if you knew them very well, that your marketing and your advertising should have been taken off, right? And it's natural, I get it, to think that you know your market, especially after being in business for years. But here's a key insight. The landscape of weddings and preferences is constantly evolving because we're working with people and people's kind of tendencies and preferences change. And what worked yesterday might not be as effective as today, whether we're talking about strategies or whether we're talking about marketing messages, right? So this is where humility becomes your strength. Rather than assuming you have all the answers, approach your ideal client avatar with a mindset of discovery, because this is what the best brands do in order to save themselves. You also need to kind of delve into kind of a deeper aspect of this ideal client avatar. It's not enough to have a surface level grasp. You need to understand their desires, fears, expectations, and preferences. And this level of understanding is what's going to inform your offer, your message, and ultimately the success of your marketing and advertising efforts. And really in the upcoming videos, we're going to dive really deep into the ideal client avatar, because the ideal client avatar is the starting point of everything that we do in marketing, in advertising. If we get this right, we can get the offer right, and then we can get the timing right, and then we can also use the right words. And this way, once you have this solid marketing foundation, this is where we launch our ad campaign from. And everything from that point on is just a home run. All right, my friends. So this is it for this video. Hope this video helps you out, demystifying marketing. Hope you understand this at a very deep level. And you kind of understand the link between marketing and advertising, why your marketing foundation is so crucial, so important before you even put a single ad out there on the internet. Because oftentimes, it's not about advertising, it's all about marketing in terms of speaking to the right people, making the right offer at the right time by using the right words, and then, of course, evolving based on feedback. And if we get this right, gosh, business becomes such a simple, fun, easy process. With that being said, let's wrap this up, and I'll see you in the next video.